Hello, everybody. Welcome to Collect Investments. If you like our video, please subscribe to the channel. Today, let's talk about retirement accounts, some of its basic assumptions, and whether I believe those assumptions are true. Okay, so for retirement accounts, they have tax benefits, and there are some common ones. The first one is the tax-deferred account, where you put your pre-tax money into it. But later, when you withdraw from the account, you have to pay tax at that time. So if you work and your company provide 401k, this is a tax-deferred account. Or you can also use IRA, which is an individual account, but for most of us watching this video, if you work in the tech industry, your income likely will exceed the limit so that you can no longer directly invest into IRA. But we will discuss this again when we talk about Roth IRA backdoor. Another type of retirement accounts are tax-free accounts. So basically, you use your after-tax money. After you pay the tax, you put that money into the account, and then later you will never need to pay tax again. So all those accounts have a name called Roth. So you have a Roth 401k and a Roth IRA. But again, for people working in the tech industry, we also cannot directly invest into Roth IRA, but we will talk again on this topic in Roth IRA backdoor. Okay, so for the retirement accounts, the common belief is that after you retire, your income becomes lower, you will be in the lower tax bracket. So you assume with lower income, you pay less tax. And also you assume your income is, you don't have enough income after retirement. So you live a poor life. Based on these assumptions, because you will pay much less tax in the future at a lower rate, then it makes sense to invest in 401k instead of Roth 401k. But are those two assumptions really true? So first, if you look at the tax rate, we live in a very low tax age. So this is only the federal tax. Look at the history, it's pretty low. So the picture is up to 2012, but it's similar afterwards. And I live in California, the state tax is getting higher and higher. So after I retire in like 10 to 20 years or longer, my speculation is tax rate will go high. If you look at how much money the government wastes and how much money they try to collect from the taxpayers, I would not bet on lower tax when I retire. Let's look at another assumption, whether your income will be very low after you retire. So there's one big factor we have to consider, that is the required minimum distribution, or RMD. So this is there for every pre-tax retirement account for 401k and IRA. So starting from a certain age, everybody is forced to withdraw the RMD proportion of your account, regardless you need the money or not. So that means there is a minimum amount of income it will generate, and it's not up to you. So let's do some calculation. So you invest from 26 to 65, assume you retire from at around that age. And I'm using 20K as an example. Actually, this number is already low, and every year it's adjusted up based on inflation. And also assume the money you put into the accounts double every 10 years. So this is a very conservative estimate based on the past US stock market. If you buy and hold stock index, and if history repeats, you can easily beat this number. Okay. So your required minimum distribution since 72 is how much? It's not low. It's already $250,000 a year. And this keep increasing and you grow old. By the time you're 100, which I'm sure many people will reach, and you have to withdraw more than $1 million a year. Okay, so this is a lot of money, and I can't imagine the tax rate on those money will be lower. And even if you account for inflation. And this is not counting any of your other income, your social security, your rental house, your dividend from your regular account. So this is scary. Your income can be very high. You can be very rich, more than you would imagine before. So you can look at this sheet, see how I calculated this number. Let's compare. Okay. So you can input the start age anywhere between 22 to 26, and the stop age, I used 67. And starting from 72, there is a law required that you withdraw a certain proportion of the account. So the account keep increasing, although you already stopped putting money into it because you retired. And this is withdrawal amount. It keep increasing, keep increasing. Yeah. And if you adjust the annual return to be a little bit higher, make it 8%, then this number is much higher. At age of 87, you are withdrawing $1 million a year. And if you, after graduate, you start doing this, even more. And age 42, so invest earlier, okay? And you can easily become millionaire, even if you spend any money outside of the 401k. Okay, and this RMD, there's no way to avoid it. You have to withdraw it every year. Even if in the previous years, you have withdrawn a lot more. Because based on the IRS rule, they only look at that year, whether you have withdrawn that money. If not, you have to do it. It doesn't look at your previous years. So this is another big hammer of 401k and IRA. And these are the two common beliefs of retirement accounts, and neither of them I believe are true. So next time, let's talk more about retirement accounts. Thank you. Bye-bye.